at midnight. I was like, I can't 25 people at midnight. This is
Because you really want to turn it into like a war or like an assembly line where you got like a line out the door.
I guess I
and
could have just been like, you get in here, you get in here, and then like just like 2
Kick 'em
minutes
off
time
right after 1 month.
out of it,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I did with my blow bang.
I like the visual.
That's what you
Whoa,
do?
tell us
That's what
about
I
the
did with
blow
my
bang.
blow bang. I like sucked a guy off and I'm like, oh, you get out of my way. Then I sucked another one. I'm like, you
Next.
get out of my way.
Yeah.
So you like aggressively push him off like Elaine
Yeah.
and Seinfeld?
They were my that day. That was
Yeah.
funny.
How many
I gotta go
dudes?
see this.
It was like 16 and they all splooged all over me.
These girls be like, oh my god, I just slurped 16 dudes and I swallowed all of their man chowder. My life is such a movie. Stop it. More like a documentary on mental illness. For fuck's sakes, just send in the asteroid already.
Wrong! We need the will of God. We need Allah. Listen, I'm ready for the asteroid. I've had enough.
Oh, say less.
So I had strep throat for like a week. It's been like a week now. It still hurts. And honestly, I'm thinking it's not strep throat anymore. And I'm thinking it's from sucking too much.
This girl is a cream gobbler. Is a cream gobbler.
At least 6 feet tall, is emotionally stable. He's got to make 6 figures for sure. Goes to the gym every day. Knows what he wants, isn't afraid to go for that. Has his finances in order.
Now may we resurrect Mr. Kevin Samuels from the undead. And may he rise from his grave like the Undertaker, the Godfather, the Cream Gobbler Executionist. Your presence is very much missed. Now, may you please come down and bless us with the gospel.
See, what you ladies don't seem to understand is you want to ask for more from the next guy than you did for the guy who got you when you were younger and hadn't had any children. And it's unreasonable. And what percentage of men in this country earn $500,000 or more?
500,000, 1%.
Right. And I need you to be brutally honest with yourself.
I'll get my fucking big ass on camera. Hey.
Are you a 1% kind of woman?
That's where he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Sensational.
Where would you rank yourself on the marketplace?
8. What we rate from 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Okay, 9. Okay, 9.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Too short. What's my favorite word?
What's my favorite word?
49ers.
Why they gotta say it like short?
Cream gobblers.
What's my favorite word?
49ers. This girl is the true definition of a 49er. She is a whopping 4, but she thinks she is a 9.
Because there's a lot of 49ers out here. There's a lot of 4s who want to be treated like 9s. So a lot of times people evaluate themselves as a 9.
Yeah.
But they really want to be treated like a 9.
Mm-hmm.
But they're actually a 4. So I call them 49ers.
Legendary.
Do you tell them to their face?
I'll use a 49er.
Oh, okay.
See, I just did, right?
That's where he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
As a matter of fact, this girl is so ginormous that when she jumped into the ocean, the whales started singing, "We are family."
We are family. I got all my sisters with me.
I hate to be the one to say this, but most of the modern women are not fit for marriage because most of y'all are not even fit.
He needs some milk.
Every single soul that was in that pool was simply over 300. And I'm not talking about the movie. And gentlemen, and if you guys can look at the pool water, that is not pool water. That is fucking broth. Now, gentlemen, our beloved brother once written this scripture in the book of the Asclepiolations. Now, if you want to get your own copy, please click here. He once stated that every single good girl lies within the corners of the earth. But unfortunately, the earth is round. Because finding a good girl today in a world filled with cream gobblers is like seeing a Bigfoot riding a unicorn.
When you wear leggings, do not wear them the way a normal girl would wear them, aka a 40-year-old mom. Wear them like Claudia and Devora would. Hiked as far up as they can go, literally giving you camel toe and ass toe. Like legit, like yank them up in between both your cheeks. So it's basically like you're naked, but with a colored legging on over top. Literally, like you want to show everything.
I'm about to be real open. Like I'm about to like tell y'all something that the world the world do not know.
For those that watch, you're getting some game, basically.
Okay, so when people see me, especially because like they're like, oh, she has an OnlyFans. Like I'm always in the club, like I'd be twerking, and then people that do fuck with me, they're always surprised when they fuck with me because they think I'm a because I think like everyone I fuck with be trying to wife me and shit. I think it's because I know what I'm doing. However, I have like actually not had like a lot of people. I've had a lot of,
but not,
and I've tried
different people.
a ton. Like I'm open to everything. Like when I say everything, like everything. Like there's not a lot of that I haven't tried.
Well,
but literally, I'm in like single digits of guys that I've because I feel like not everybody deserves to get this. Like.
And now, according to the pamphlet of the Hoology Chronicles, our booty clapulations professor predicted that we now live in an era called creamology hoflation. And by definition of hoflation, it states that the modern man is expected to work 5 times as harder than their grandfathers. And the modern woman, they are 1 trillion times worse than our grandmothers. Because, as we all know, the modern women out here are getting ran through just like the yellow light.
Yeah.
How many
I gotta go
dudes?
see this.
It was like 16 and they all splooged all over me.
When was this? What year are we talking?
2018.
Okay.
Was it for you or for a company?
It was for a company.
16. Wow, that's a lot.
I did the record.
How did you feel when they approached you with this idea?
Oh, I want more guys. It was like 14 was like the total, but I was like, no, get all of them.
16 is like
as
a
many
good
as
number.
You can get,
wow.
Because I wanted to push the limit for the girl who did it previously.
We are more alike than
And
we seem.
was this like a site that specifically does this type of content, or what?
Kinda, yeah.
Remember this, gentlemen. Promiscuity is easy for a woman. And anything that is easy does not demonstrate any kind of value. But there's always a nerd, a dork that says, oh, a woman's body count should not matter.
Let's hear another car video. Topic of this video is why a woman's count does not matter. Doesn't matter.
Don't bullshit me. Bullshit.
And I swear to you, if I ever catch my son simping like this guy, and there is absolutely no bitchness in my bloodline, if I ever catch my son paying for a girl's OnlyFans subscription, I will send his ass to the army.
I'm about to bust.
Now, Mr. Andrew Tate, can you please tell the audience, what would you do to a dork and a nerd like this guy?
Dorks. I will not have nerds as children. I refuse to have a nerd carry the name Tate. If my son is a nerd, one of us has to die, him or me, and I'll challenge him to Mortal Kombat.
Fatality.
And TikTok has exposed this hoflation, and it has destroyed all of the Western men's desires to be protectors and providers.
What does a man got to bring to the table to be with you?
Money and good dick.
How much money?
A lot. Like 100,000. I like the rich scammers.
What do you bring to the table?
Myself.
Because women nowadays, They expect to play by the new rules. They do not want to be a traditional woman, but expect men to play by the old rules and be traditional.
I do a lot of men feel the need to be like, you know, oh, if you're wanting, you know, your nails done, a bag, of shoes, or this or that or whatever. Oh, I don't really do that when I first meet people. But then literally 5 minutes later, turn back and be like, oh, I want to bend you over, have you over the balcony. I'm trying to, you know, I want you. And that's acceptable. I'm confused why that's acceptable to bend a girl over the balcony, but you can't, you know what I mean? Like,
the answer to that question is very simple. One is free and the other one is not. Sweetheart, do the math. 1 + 1 is not potatoes. But the real $1 million question is that why was she so specific about the balcony part?
Like, oh, I want to bend you over, have you over the balcony. I'm trying to, you know, I want you.
Which makes me think, who in the 2 rats ass fucking in a ranch Dorito bag types of guys she is talking to? Now, gentlemen, whenever you guys come across a girl, right off the bat, she mentions money. Or what can this man do for me?
Does he got to make a certain amount of money?
He needs to be wealthy. He needs to be able to take care of himself, his own needs, his own habits. If that looks like he's making 6 figures a month, then so be it.
Wealthy, I would think is, oh, you said 6 figures a month.
Mm-hmm.
So not 6 figures a year. So you want to be a millionaire then?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Your cheek slaying sharingam, your spidey senses should go off, because that woman is not looking for a man. She's not looking for a relationship. She is looking for a life insurance plan, a future divorce prospect, a human doormat, a beta male simp mangina who she can walk all over.
I was married a few years back and everything was going really well. The relationship was awesome, and then I ended up losing my job and decided to make a career change. So money wasn't coming in as steadily as before. I couldn't get her the things that she wanted or take her out as much as we did before. And it eventually got to a point where she was distancing herself from me and kind of pushed away from the relationship and ended up in a divorce. She left. You know, I took it very seriously as far as getting through the good times and the bad, and obviously she didn't. Why do women basically give up or become distant with a guy when he struggles financially?
And let me tell you guys this. Female manipulation, female shaming tactics only work on men that lack understanding about the concepts of female nature. Gentlemen, always remember this. High value men are rare, but attractive women are not. That's why I always tell you guys to become the best version of yourselves. Because when you're getting money, you're every single girl's type. So stop letting these girls with no fathers in their lives tell you what a man should be.
What about the women that didn't choose to raise a kid on their own?
Of the 50+% divorce rate, women are filing 70-80% of all divorces. Women are choosing to wreck their own homes every day. Men are not choosing to wreck their own homes and make women single parents. That's a choice that women are making.
Why? Because their husbands are trash, treating them badly?
Now here we go with the ad hominem stuff. This is the same stuff that's been piped into the culture forever. That when a woman chooses to break her home, it's always the man's fault.
Because gentlemen, here is the most important advice I can tell you guys. That never love a woman more than you love yourself. Because when I'm with my girl and she does not want to tell me that she wants to discombobulate and dismantle that other girl for looking in my direction, then I do not want her. And now, may we have Mike Tyson come preach to the gospel and educate our brothers about the dark sides of female nature.
How many times you been married, Mike?
3 times.
3 times?
Yeah. But it's my mother's love. That's what you want. That's all we want. Any woman that we associate with, because they remind us of our mother, even though subconsciously. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She could be educated, but could have been slut, but she had the personality of your mother, something about her. That's the only reason I like you anyway, because I'm attracted to my mother and you had that characteristic.
Right. My first love, I fell in love with her because if I got sick, she used to
console me like my mother. She was the only motherfucker could heal me like my mother. And it wouldn't. This ain't on no sex. This was just on some.
Listen, I know you said no sex, but know why it didn't work? Because of sex. You know what I mean? We look for our mother and our lover, but our mother could never be our lover because our lover would never love us like our mother. She's not in her. It's not in no woman to love us like our mother loves us. It's not in her. Don't care how much a slave she, don't care how many people she fuck for you, bring in the money. It's not in her to love you like your mother loves you. Eventually she'll turn her back on you.
That's crazy.
Eventually she'll turn on you, nigga. You treat her like a dog, you turn on
love her
you.
like your mother loves you. That's a song.
Yeah, listen. Listen, hey.
It ain't in her to love her like your mother.
Hey. I listen to
man, that's some real shit.
I listen to I look at my
that's
wife.
That's why you can't, man. Hey, that's why she could.
I look at my wife. They don't take shit. Listen, both my ex-wife.
Oh, Mike, I gotta. Hey, Mike, I gotta tell somebody that.
No, you ain't. Listen.
That's why, bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you something.
It wasn't in her to love her like my mama loved me.
That in her.
Yeah, it wasn't in her. It wasn't in her, man.
Know why? Know why? Because her survival, even though she does everything she does for you. Listen, everything she does for you is for her survival. Everything your mother do for you is for your survival. Now listen.
That's great.
Listen, can I tell you something? It's not over, nigga. Right? I just want you to know it's not over.
The only person that is ever going to love a man unconditionally, that person is his mother. Think about it. When you were in bed sick, who came home after a long day's worth of work to take care of you? Who came home with that bag of food when your belly was hungry? And what Mike Tyson said was so powerful. What a mother does is for your survival. And without a mother's love in a man's life, that's the type of shit that would turn a man into a cold-hearted killer. And fellas, if you think about it, a lot of the modern women today, they want to be loved, but do not understand how to be loving. And that is such a nasty trait if that is going to be the mother of her kids. And that's what you see a lot today with the modern woman. All single parents. That's why a lot of kids, they come from these broken homes. And the next thing I want to point out, when Mike Tyson said, what a woman does is for her own survival. That is just hypergamy 101, because hypergamy does not seek to invest in love. It only seeks to invest only in its own best interest. Chris Rock said it best, that a woman, kids, and dogs are the only things that are loved unconditionally, while men are only loved under by the conditions if they can provide something. So if you lose your job, she's not going to break up with you. She's not going to break up with you right away, but just know that countdown has just started. And before I end this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you really enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the thank you button.
Top G.
And now, before I end this video, may I share this cheek slang collapolation scriptures with my brothers. It states, flirt with many, but don't fall in love with any. Because fellas, there is no woman out there more beautiful than your freedom.
Once for numerous days. And by next week, he'll have the...
You're fucking poor! You can get rotisserie chicken for $5. Boom! Chicken, bang, eat, bang, back to work.
That was nice.